have to take up residence officially. As always, because it's a routine. I drive the tack, you suspend the frame.
Well, Clifford, I guess that does it.
The old place is once again our residence. Which isn't saying much.
And look at the old sampler. It looks handsome.
thought all samplers were handmade. Looks like very fine stitch work.
I'll bet it's authentic.
Why not? I'll bet one of these old biddies around here did it. It's a little cornball for us, don't you think?
Oh, I like it. It's very right for this house.
All right, leave it there. You love Maine for its old houses, and I love it because it's vacation land. I happen to be right, of course, because it says so right on the license plates.
Well, we've got a whole month for you to vacation land yourself right into the hospital again.
If you haven't spent all our money the first week on antiques.
Well, at least we could agree on buying this house. Our little refuge from the contemporary pressures of the two-career family.
An investment, Susan, an investment. This sort of charming second home is going to double in price in 5 to 10 years.
Owen, you're not already thinking of selling it, are you? I mean, if you are, I'm not going to plug in the toaster.
Susan, a man who creates financial packages has to think of these things.
Owen, the things you ought to be thinking about are the present owners of this house, not the future owners. You should think about what we refer to down at the agency as consumer benefits. Speaking of which, it's considerably cooler over here by the sampler.
Maybe the agent also put in air conditioning.
No, I mean it. I just got a chill standing over here.
It gets chilly on an August evening in Maine.
Well, maybe August where you're standing, but it's November over here.
You've just been sitting too long in the car. We need to get your blood circulating. Why don't we open a bottle of something to celebrate our taking residence officially?
I could use it. This cold air over here is giving me the shakes.
We'll light a fire in the fireplace.
A pocket of cold air. That could also mean... Owen, I know this is not the time to talk about this, but you don't suppose this old house is inhabited, do you?
Inhabited?
You know, doors squeaking,
Footsteps on the stairs.
voices in the cellar.
Well, it's inhabited now, my dear, by two fugitives from yuppiedom who are about to celebrate that fact.
No, I don't mean us. I mean, you don't suppose this old house is inhabited by spirits, do you?
My dear, there's not a ghost of a chance.
I wonder if you could put that another way. May we be its only occupants.
Susan, we are alone. Put the idea of spirits out of your mind.
How can you be sure?
I personally guarantee it. As your husband and protector.
Well, I'm beginning to feel better. Either from being protected or from consuming this wine before it's time.
So let's unpack the kitchen.
Right, that's the spirit. Oh, sorry.
Susan, I'm telling you, there's not a chance of a ghost from your mind. Put it farther close. With technology's advance, under no circumstance could there even be a chance of a ghost. There's not a sign of a change of a ghost. Psychiatrist.
Oh, here it is.
Have laziness
Like spirits is.
of countless things.
Just a fairy tale.
They fear
He says and yes.
of waterline.
He responds.
Dear wife of mine.
Dark and blind.
From
How insubstantial can you get?
this is a statement, not a fact, and it's affecting how you act. There's no substance to this thing. You read too much Stephen King, and with HBO, you've overdosed. But in this hard news, hard nose, hard ball world, in this cold facts, cold cash, cold eye world, in this I dead world, there's not a chance. Not a chance. Susan! Susan! Where on earth did you get to?
I'm up here, dear. I've been so busy unpacking sheets and towels, I haven't had a chance to unpack me.
I need the key to the footlocker. The key on the leather thong?
What makes you think I would know where the key to the footlocker is?
You were the one who locked it. I merely sat on it.
Oh. What was I wearing when I locked it?
Your bathrobe. It was before you took your shower.
All right, hold your horses. Robe. Robe. Where did I pack my robe? Did I forget to pack it?
Have you found it?
Give me time, I have to think.
All right, I'll unpack something else first.
Fine. You don't suppose I packed it in the footlocker, do you? Oh, a narrow escape. No key. Maybe it fell on the floor when I hung up the robe. I mean, how hard can it be to find a key on a leather thong? One leather thong. Come to mama. Uh-oh. That was not one leather thong. That was one left cord I just pulled out. Now where does it go? Oh, here it is. Don't give yourself a shock, Susan. There. Now what was I doing? Oh yes, the footlocker key. It's got to be in one of these pockets. You can see me. Of course I can see you. Why do you think I jumped? The fact that you can see me is a good sign. I'm going to call my husband. Go right ahead if you like, but I don't think you will. He's right downstairs. You can see me only because you prefer to see me. I prefer to see you. You're obviously intrigued with the possibility of spirits in the house. I'm concerned about it. Also intrigued. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Then, you are a spirit, a ghost, an apparition, a specter, if you like. You sure don't look like a ghost. What does a ghost look like? Horrible. If you'll pardon me for saying. Well, sometimes my husband says I look horrible. Your husband? Is he also a ghost? Oh, yes. A kindred spirit. We're very close. You mean he's here, too? Oh, yes. He's the gardener in the family. And very proud of his current crop. do you mean by that, too? When we bought the house, we bought it contents and all, as is. Now it's all fixed up. You know, main winters and all that.
And you think the real estate agent did all that?
Well, yes.
How long have you been in Maine?
This is our 5th summer. We always rented before. Now that we own the house, we can come up here weekends during the off-season.
You like the house then?
Everything about it.
Clifford and I had it built for us in 1889.
Really?
But we only got to live in it a short while.
I knew there had to be something tragic about its spirit.
The only thing tragic about us was when we lived. In those days, you considered yourself lucky if you lived to the ripe old age of 40.
And you didn't meet the average.
No. Clifford and I heard that people today, moving into their 70s, got a little upset. I tell you, we felt cheated.
I can see how you would.
So we arranged to come back to our house for another 30 years.
How did you arrange that?
Oh, we badgered the authorities until they agreed.
You have authorities where you were.
Oh, yes. And they're very humane. Even more so than Maine real estate agents.
Well, so you two fixed this place up.
Just finished today. And I hope you people aren't planning any big changes.
I'm certainly not. However, I can't speak for Owen. He looks at Maine as Club Med.
I should warn you, Clifford does not take changes very well. Should something happen to that guy?
Are you suggesting he might resort to pranks? You know, poltergeist stuff.
Or worse. However, I'd like to see us take a crack at getting along.
I think you and I could get along. I think we could.
After all, we have a common interest.
Protect the present, preserve the past. That's what this house does. And so we'll always try to keep it just as it
Jenny, I can't believe what you're saying. We bend every effort trying to get permission for our extra 30 years here. We put our backs into fixing the old place up. And now you want us to let this couple come in and take it away just because they own it?
I said share it with them, Clifford. Sharing is not what it is. Take it away.
Jenny, all we do now is follow them around and put everything they touch back where it belongs. You want to do that for 30 years?
Clifford, I had a talk with Mrs. Stockton.
A talk?
Yes. She is an intelligent, reasonable woman.
Who now knows we're here. May I remind you, my dear, that you stayed my hand when I was about to deck Mr. Stockton for calling you an old fifty.
You were very chivalrous.
You stopped me so I would reveal our presence to him.
It wasn't the right time.
Oh, I see. You're the right time decider around this establishment.
I wanted to size these people up a little, Clifford, to see if we couldn't all live together peacefully. Isn't peace and quiet what we want?
I didn't count on taking in boarders.
In this case, I believe we're taking in owners.
But they want to change everything.
They will not want to change everything.
Ha.
Mrs. Stockton loves the place just as it is. She said so. We've already got 50% of her vote.
Oh,
our only chance to avoid an all-out battle.
The battle is inevitable. So we should fire the first shot.
And then lose the battle. Sure, we might harass them into leaving. But we might also drive them into bringing in a priest.
That's dirty pool.
And the next thing you know, we're evicted.
With 29 years left on our lease. You think they know any priests?
We can't take that chance. The only way out is getting along.
With them,
It's all a matter of the right attitude.
throwing them out bag and bag is not the right attitude.
Not quite. Just soften that a little. Be patient with them. Be slow to condemn. After all, they're only human. Let them go ahead and understand.
After all, they're only human. So what if they're pretentious, presumptuous, and proud? So what if they're licentious and loud? It doesn't matter.
They're falsely rising and making judgment.
But after all, they're only human.
Always craving, misbehaving. After all, they're only human. Always hyper, and pay the piper.
After all, they're only human. The fact that they're deplorable is hard to refute.
So let's stress how they're adorable and cute.
Cute impression.
In them there's none for we to work on.
Just like that, only Water! 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 Who's there? Water! Water! Scotch. You're thirsty, I take it.
Thank heavens! Civilization! I claim sanctuary!
What happened? Did you get lost in the woods?
Lost in the desert, my generous friend. A local desert named Camp Cacophony.
The music camp down the road?
That's Camp Cacophony. And I have the catastrophic misfortune of being its director.
You sound desperate.
I want to defect. I want to return to civilization where I can smoke, sip the scotch, and hear handle played in tune.
You look as though you've been through a lot today.
Not half as much as Mozart's been through today.
That bad, huh? By the way, I'm Owen Stockton.
Now forgive me, Dimitri Compost. In the winter I teach at the astringent School of Music.
Oh, stringent, yes, in the city. We live there too. This is our summer home, which we've just bought.
You play tennis, I take.
Whenever we have the time to run over to Tennis Elbow,
It's a long drive.
oh, we're tennis fanatics, I guess.
We must come over and play on our courts.
The ones for your campers?
Very pleasant. till lunch. The courts are empty all morning.
Why, we'd like to very much. That's very nice of you.
I mean, what a neighbor's for.
Listen, maybe I'll have a scotch myself. Your courts, Clay?
Yes, rated for championship. If you don't mind.
You're the first neighbor who's dropped in. I guess we're a little off the decent track.
It's so peaceful here. And all it does is underscore the vastness of my present wretched state. It sounded so peaceful. It sounded like a dream come true here. Until these small people attacked my camp. And what did they do here? They're mocking my virtues. Chopin in my mind. Schubert sitting on tree trunks. I do hang no line. Each in its own, taken alone. It's no cause for alarm. But mix them together, and I'm off the funny part. It made was peaceful. Upwards in a clear blue lake here. Until these small people descended on me. But what did they make here? There's pop in my birches, Elgar in my oaks, in my meadow there's mother, in my birds the 4-H folks. Someday they will play under my baton as soon as I get a rinsky corset up out of the John. In my neighborhood there's Brahman enough, mixed with Salaman on and off, where my waters flow and Debussy, clink on plate with Debussy. Someone should use an alias, doing Bernstein with Sibelius. Like on and in for shot, they play Gershwin with the horse shot. It would be so peaceful, just blended voices of the camp choir. If I could take those instruments and make with them one big campfire. No bark in my birches, no tree in my elm, no strauss in my poplars. I'm back at the helm. Nobody said I play ahead when I studied in Paris and Rome. Heaven knows I love music, but this could be a kangaroo sick. Got fuck in my birches, so take me back to the home. I'll go peacefully, officer, back to the home.
I can see how this little island of silence could mean a lot to you.
Always been one, Mr. Stockton. I wonder if I might ask a small favor of you. I have a very talented pupil who has great difficulty concentrating on our music lesson because of all the practicing going on. And I was wondering if I might, well, I hope I don't sound like I'm imposing, but I wonder if you might have a quiet room somewhere where I can occasionally give my pupil a lesson without distractions. I'd be happy to pay a small rental.
I don't see any problem. Let me clear it with the chairman of the board. Susan! Could you come into the den for a minute, please? I don't see why we couldn't do this. Susan. This is Professor Compost from the music camp down by the lake.
How do you do, Professor?
The warm welcome I've already received now urges on the inspired.
How musical.
The professor needs a little help from us.
I have, this is very talented, also very
practicing.
So that during our music periods, we accomplished nothing.
The professor would like to give an occasional quiet lesson to his pupil here.
Here?
Sure. How about the front parlor?
Well, it's possible, I suppose. Professor, I haven't had time to do anything with that room. We've only been here a few days.
Does it have 2 chairs?
Oh, there's furniture in there.
Well, I'll bring the music stand, and we're in business. If you're afraid, and I'll be happy to pay a small rental of course.
I don't think that will be necessary. The professor has invited us to play on the campus tennis courts.
That sounds nice. When do you think you'd like to give these lessons here?
Mondays at 2 p.m.
Monday. That gives me the weekend. Well, I suppose it's all right.
Fine, when can we start on the courts?
Any morning is fine. My students are in class until lunchtime.
Great, we'll see you on Monday then.
See you then, Professor.
Mrs. Stockton, you have sent my spirits from Lento to Vivace.
Is that good?
That's good. You don't have to know music to know that.
Susan, isn't this a stroke of luck? Now we won't have to put in a tennis court right away.
We were going to put in a tennis court?
You didn't think we were going to trek all the way over to Tennis Elbow every time we wanted to play a set, did you?
Oh, and putting in a tennis court would cost us a lot of trees.
No, it wouldn't. The court would fit perfectly right where the garden is.
Oh, no. Oh, no, not the garden. We can't touch the garden.
Susan, there are a dozen farm markets in the area. We can buy all the vegetables we eat for $10 a week.
We can buy all the vegetables you eat for 10 cents a week.
What do you mean? I eat French fries.
I won't let you do anything to the garden. I've grown very fond of it.
Boy, it doesn't take you long to put down roots here, does it? 3 days of ownership, and you're throwing your body in front of the bulldozer.
I suppose I am being a little melodramatic when the problem doesn't exist at the moment. We do have tennis courts at our disposal.
So you've got your garden
Good.
for the moment.
For 30 years.
Did you say 30 years?
Oh! I guess I did.
How did you arrive at that figure?
Oh, well, it takes a long time for asparagus to take hold.
I suppose it does.
Why does it seem like I've been down Thanks for your help. I didn't have this in mind when I suggested we meet in the kitchen for another talk.
Oh, I'm glad to keep busy.
This is one thing I do where I'm sure Owen will not interrupt me.
You had some urgency in your voice.
We had a near miss. I wanted you to know about it.
A near miss?
Owen was going right ahead with plans to put a tennis court right where the garden is.
Now I see why the urgency.
If we hadn't met that music camp professor totally by chance, Owen would have had the garden under 3 inches of clay by next week.
Music camp professor?
His camp has tennis courts. He's invited us to use them. So now Owen doesn't have to build his own. Not for the moment. Of course, part of the deal is that the professor can bring a pupil up here for lessons, and I have to do some extra cleaning I wasn't planning on.
The woman always pays.
Well, at least we've avoided a confrontation.
For the present, I'll bet you didn't expect trying to get along with spirits would get to be so strenuous.
It's not dull, I'll tell you that.
Well, you have certainly livened up the old place for me.
I must have masochistic tendencies. I'm actually enjoying myself.
Me too. People get all upset when they think of spirits. People get all head up till their concert time. People make up their minds and break out the spirits before they know what we're like inside. We're not so bad when you get to know us. When we are here, it's not the end. You could be glad if you let us know you and show you how a spook can be a friend.
Of course, this thing cuts both ways, you know.
What do you mean?
I mean that husband of yours. We haven't been here a week, and he's decided Owen and I are the worst thing to hit me since mudworms.
Well, give it time. After all, we've never even talked to a living person.
Exactly my point. People seem frightening to another species. People look menacing and apologize. Anything strange to us, we may treat like species until we see it more than once or twice. We're not so bad when you get to know us. When you forget, we recall the pain. But there are times when human beings can be nearly, practically, almost humane.
I guess you're right. We wouldn't be in this predicament if Clifford weren't so unreasonable.
Clifford unreasonable? What about Owen unreasonable? That's what his name should be. Owen unreasonable.
Yes, but Clifford is too inflexible about that guy.
And Owen refuses to see Maine as more than a cruise ship.
I try to reason with Clifford, but after I'm all through, I find out he hasn't been listening to me.
It's even worse when I talk to Owen. From word one, I know he's not listening to me.
You know, I think we may have more in common in this house.
I think you're right.
Now take my man. Please. He's just not a female. Ain't all too bad. Ain't all that he hates. He's like mine. He knows you're a female. He knows what you are, but not you. We're not so bad when you get to know us. For there are times we make you glad. You do us wrong, but good is wrong. For you will find that woman's kind is not so. We get to know us. We get to know us. We get to know us. We're not so bad.
I hope this will be satisfactory, Dr. Compost. I didn't have time to do much with it.
It's positively magical, Mrs. Thompson. This room speaks to the musical soul permanent residence.
Well, it's clean, I can vouch for that.
Micropound, thanks. Lenore! Lenore! Come in here, dear. It's time for our lesson.
Hello, Lenore. I hope you'll be comfortable.
Yes, it's very nice.
Fine. If you need anything, I'll just be out in the kitchen.
Your absence will cast its pall even on this Garden of Eden, Mrs. Stockton, but we will struggle on despite our loss.
Professor, why do I hear violins already when the lesson has yet to begin?
A very artistic exit, Mrs. Stockton.
But it exists all the same, Professor.
Oh, Lenore! Lenore!
Keep your voice down, just sit down in the kitchen.
But can't you see how perfect this is? No more steaming off to the Marshview Motel.
That at least was a step up from clean-filled cabin.
But Lenore, this has atmosphere. It's a spot that cries out for romance.
And if one of us cries out, there'll be three of us in here. Dimitri, this is a small house, and Mrs. Stockton has to run it.
Oh, relax. Our total privacy is often paid for. It's a business deal.
And what if Mrs. Stockton decided to make what we're doing in here her business?
Lenore, you disappoint me. Look at these evocative surroundings.
Love seems to be boggling my mind.
A most suitable place of repose for a tourist.
We had more room in the back than you go.
I cannot tell you how ardent this lush Victoriana makes me feel.
Dimitri, we're supposed to be here for a music lesson. Unless Mrs. Stockton hears music, she'll think something's wrong.
Oh, my love, she'll make music while we're making music.
And how do you see us managing that?
My dear love will find a way.
Well, love will have to find a way while I'm playing. Is that a lark making wing on a dark night? Oh, it's my soul taking flight. Is that a starling in calling a darling tune? Oh, it's my heart praying at the moon. Is that a soulful song of a nightingale or a finch with a foolish fairy tale?
Oh, Lenore, you know what it does to me when you sing.
Is that a lark I hear warning a birdie say? No, it is you who's fleeing back on the wind from far, far away.
Lenore, are you trying to tell me that all we're going to have for a music lesson is a music lesson?
No, I'm simply saying that regardless of what else happens in this room, Mrs. Stockton is going to hear music coming from it.
Well, what about a normal pause for instruction?
Well, we're not doing a full performance of Romeo and Juliet in a normal pause for instruction.
There's a bus. Is that a gun, my dear morning of party day? Knowing you sing melodies from
There, you see? Stakes. Driven into the ground all around outside of the garden. I thought you said the tennis court was a dead issue.
It is a dead issue, at least for now.
I suppose that's what Mrs. Stockton told you?
Right from the horse's mouth.
Right from the mayor's mouth. It's the stallion I'm worried about. Nobody knows what he'll do, including the mayor.
But they don't need a tennis court. They can use the ones at the music camp any morning they want.
Well, that Stockton will come up with something. He won't be satisfied till he's paved over the main woods.
Mrs. Stockton will come through for us.
But just in case Mrs. Stockton doesn't come through for us, I have a little contingency plan ready.
Clifford, I thought we agreed. No violence.
I wouldn't think of it.
But you're obviously going to try to drive Mr. Stockton out.
Not drive him out. Rather, convince him he'd rather not stay.
And how are you going to convince him? As a ghost, you're not all that overwhelming, you know.
Oh, but I have a powerful ally.
Ally?
The human mind.
Let's go back to powerful ally.
The human mind, Jenny. I can't scare him away if plain old Clifford's a ghost. So I'm going to impersonate the terrifying monsters he thinks ghosts are.
The monsters that are just in his mind?
You got it, Jenny.
Shame on you for doing this. I can't believe my ears. You, of all people, exploiting people's fears. It shoots fish in a barrel like a wolf and sheep. A peril, Mr. Wolf. You can leave my fears alone.
Jenny, it's a newfangled idea. Today everybody does it to everybody else.
Oh, come now, Clifford.
Certainly they do. Don't you think it's sort of strange? The style each year must make a change. All your hopes will come down crashing if you're caught in last year's fashion. Shoot fish in a barrel like a wolf and sheep. A
Peril, Mr. Wolf. You can leave my fears alone.
Look around you, Jenny. There are whole new industries today that couldn't exist without exploiting people's fears.
Like what?
Have you been spending the day worrying about your breath?
Can't say that I have.
Watch what you say. A few careless words like that could throw whole cities out of work.
But around in people's private fears, how can you stoop so low?
Oh, it's easy when everybody else is stooping. Men buy products that they sell to make them smell like a man should smell. We want to impress as any man would. Excuse me while I go splash on some manhood. Shoot the fish in a barrel like a wolf and sheep. A peril,
Mr. Wolf, you can leave my fears alone. Listen, I want you to give up this idea right this minute. It's inhuman.
and it'll work.
I want you to put this out of your mind.
Jenny, I am not going to stand idly by and let this man destroy our home.
I can see right now there's no sense talking to you.
My mind's made up, Jenny.
Well then, for heaven's sake, if you must do something hot water heater, or the loose board on the porch. Leave the heavy stuff alone.
Lord knows, Jenny, I try to do what pleases you. But if this bird thinks he can change this fine old house into a horror show, I'm going to treat him to one.
What's a horror show?
Wake up, Jenny. It's something you watch that makes you feel very uncomfortable.
Like you eating.
No, people pay good money for this. To watch these movies, people must experience shock to save the guts. They don't know what all that pain meant. They just think it's entertainment. Shoot fish in a barrel like a wolf machine. A barrel.
Mr. Wolf, I don't make babies. Don't take candy from my baby.
I'll take anything I wish. 'Cause I'm a fisherman with a barrel in a fisherman. A barrel and it's going out and shoot me a fish.
Clipper, it'll get so manly when you get this way.
Look out, fish.
Mrs. Stockton, I want you to meet Clifford.
Glad to finally meet you, Clifford. You both look like you have something on your mind.
Mrs. Stockton, we're sorry to badge in like this.
Jenny, when are you going to call me Susan?
In my day, one didn't get around to first names for 6 months.
Well, since this is my day now, why don't you just call me Susan?
Well, all right. Susan,
That's better.
Mrs. Stockton, I'm afraid we have some bad news.
This is going to be harder than I thought.
Mrs. Stockton, are you aware that someone has driven stakes into the ground all around our side of the garden?
No, I'm not.
I don't think they're there to support the snow bees.
I see what you mean.
Mrs. Stockton, are you sure Mr. Stockton isn't going ahead with that tennis court?
I'm sure he's not. We're perfectly happy with our arrangement with the camp.
Those stakes were put in within the last couple of days.
And they're making Clifford very nervous about his garden.
So I can see.
And when Clifford gets nervous about his garden, he tends to get...
Charge up!
Well, you just relax, Clifford. You can count on old Susan here. I'll see to it that there's no tennis court.
Thank you very much. Susan.
Mrs. Stockton, may I intrude on your private solitude to extend my thanks for the use of the parlor this past hour?
Come right in, Professor. I was just finishing up the lunch dishes.
Your hospitality is matched only by the sunlight that shines from your presence. Lenore.
Oh, yes, I'd like to thank you.
So, how did the lesson go?
Well,
Although the setting was paradise itself, a vision of Venetian fields, the highest dreams of Endymion.
Not well, huh?
oh, well,
Although the surroundings were inspired and impeccable, our sweetheart Lenore has difficulty adapting to her new surroundings.
I can see how complete quiet could come as a shock after what you've been through, Lenore.
well,
How intuitive, Mrs. Stockton. Right on the nose. It would seem that Lenore needs a little break-in period to get used to these ideal circumstances. And to that end, would I be considered unmannerly were I to ask if we might return again on Wednesday for another trial run?
Dimitri, I have no intention of...
Imposing on Mrs. Stockton's generosity.
It's fine with me. The cleaning's done.
Lenore is speechless with gratitude, Mrs. Stockton, and bless our come the same. May we say how we look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday?
That too. Goodbye, Lenore. Oh, Mrs.
Come
Swan.
to the door, we have badminton with the cellos.
Oh, good, you're still here, Susan.
Where would I go? You had the Volvo.
Mr. Stockton, may I present my talented pupil, Miss Lenore Burke.
Well, with pupils like this, I just may switch to teaching music myself.
Don't waste your time.
Lenore is, of course, referring to the somewhat limited financial return in classical instruction.
Well, both of you can join us for a toast to my pretty and vacationing wife. Happy birthday, honey.
Owen, I thought we agreed that buying this house was our birthday present to each other, plus anniversary, plus Christmas.
But this is something very special for a very special person.
Well, it would seem that we've wandered into a most significant occasion.
It looks like some sort of plan.
You're getting warm, dear. Look at the legend at the bottom.
Plan view of the Stockton swimming pool. Here, a swimming pool.
Honey, now you can take a dip before breakfast, just like you did on our honeymoon.
What a romantic concept. A wisp of honeymoon memory embedded in concrete.
Sounds like the Marshview Motel. Dear, is this what the stakes that surround the garden are for?
Darn! I knew they might spoil the surprise. Well, there's another part of this present that hasn't been spoiled. Here's the contract for the pool's construction, signed, sealed, and about to be delivered.
Honey, I love your thoughtfulness, but you know very well that I want to keep the garden.
But honey, it will cost twice as much if we have to dig up trees.
Dear, the garden will have to stay.
We'll see you then on Wednesday. We'll be running along, running along.
We won't be here on Wednesday, we'll be running along, running along.
We'll see you then on Wednesday. We'll be running along, running along.
We won't be here on Wednesday, we'll be running along, running along.
We'll see you then on Wednesday. We'll be running along, running along.
Are you ready?
Or a steel mausoleum. I want you to know that you are ready.
Or an address to the sunset windows.
I had my way of it.
Or a plan for a home place.
I can't be so stupid not to see my point of view. It's obvious that you are in the wrong. Everything I said is not be clear and plain to you, and the truth all along. How can you be so random not to recognize the fact? My evidence is accurate, my data is exact. How can you be so stupid, also not so very bright, that you can't see that I'm right? Your arguments are empty and your reasons are denied. They vanish like a paper when you're walking up the line. How can you be so stupid, also not so very bright, that you can't see that I'm right? Lord knows I'm right. Sincerely to someone, my world of information to those less
enjoy the sampler.
Home sweet home. No. Home sweet next. Yes.
Well, you're not making it any better by smashing things.
I can't understand it. Everything was going on so well. Then I get this great idea of how we can swing a swimming pool for your birthday, and bang, you're mad at me. And everything in this house is out of order.
Say that again.
You're all ganging up on me. I mean, water won't flow except through the roof. Electricity won't heat the toaster, but will melt every fuse I put in the box. The gas stove pilot light never goes out until I turn on a burner. What's happening to all these appliances? Did their warranties suddenly run out?
No, but the local repairman did.
I'll say they did. The plumber is touring Italy, the roofer is cruising the Caribbean, and the electrician was last seen on the Great Wall of China.
Owen, I think all these problems are trying to tell us something.
That we should have taken the cruise.
No, that we should leave things here as they are until we know a little bit more about what we're doing.
Just let the roof leak and the fuses blow, huh?
Owen, I'm not kidding about this. If you touch that garden, I'll be ready to sell my half of the house.
Sell it? We just moved in!
I don't care. That's how I feel.
Well, it's a little impractical, don't you think?
Impractical.
Susan, who would buy a house in which nothing works?
We'd have to overcome that.
You've worked out an approach to a commercial, I take it.
We'd have to be creative about it.
I'd say very creative. Like lying.
No, we wouldn't have to lie. We'd just have to package it right.
That would be some package.
Make a plus out of a minus.
Out of a multitude of minuses.
I think I've got a handle on it.
If you can sell this, you can sell anything.
Wanna buy a house, neighbor? Come, let's make a deal. If you like the manual labor, you can get yourself a feel.
There may be one or two things in need of repair. A little dry rot here, a few termites there. Wanna buy a house, take years to pay. You can move right in today. Wanna buy a house that's leaning slightly to the east.
Do you love household cleaning? Get ready for a feast.
There's some itsy-bitsy crumbling as I recall.
In the foundation and supporting wall.
Wanna buy a house where the price is right. We'll be out of here by tonight. I see your smiling face in your summer place in a wonderland like Alice's. And it's the autumn when you're in the city again. Forget your tan, show off your calluses. You'll never think our terms are rigid. You won't sign away your life and limb. You'll never think the lake is rigid, 'cause you'll never get a chance to swim. It's just the place for you if you're the type who gets the kick from soldering a sewer pipe. Wanna buy a house to have and hold, make an offer, and it's sold. And what's more, I'm going to show you how you can buy this house with no money down. First, you take out a large life insurance policy, then you borrow on the cash value of the policy to make a down payment on a house on the other side of town. Then you go to the bank and take out a mortgage on a condominium in Florida. Then you lease the condo to pay off the tax liens on an apartment house in Cleveland. Then you put up the rent roll as collateral. Are you following me? For a more detailed explanation, send for my complete strategy of 16 cassette tapes and a handsome carrying case. It's in a heaven place of rest, not social. It's a Bahamas. When bedtime calls, still in collar on. You've forgotten what pajamas are. 30 miles away are the mountains. 20 miles away is the beach. Think of all the gas you'll be saving. Boy, you'll see exactly 9 of each. You'll be plastering, plumbing, painting, pointing, patching till your summer fades. In our minds, there's some way to learn 10 new trades. You don't know what a good time is till you've got lower back pain, hurt than his. One of my house, here she stands, take the turkey off our, take this turkey off of our hands.
Our cozy bower has lost none of its charm since our departure 2 days ago. If anything, it's even brighter with the promise of a new day, of new dreams, of new fields to conquer.
Nietzsche, I told you I'm ready to go back to Marshfield.
My love, after one has seen the gates of heaven, one does not return to a virgin beach.
We will have it then.
But can't you see, our love was meant to soar, not to grovel.
Dimitri, there's still no lock on the door. Nothing's changed.
Ah, but a great deal has changed. You remember our lesson yesterday at the camp?
A whole new experience. It was a lesson.
I was so enamored of your playing that I took the liberty of recording the whole hour.
We're going to listen to yesterday's lesson today.
Yes, we are, and so is Mrs. Stockton.
She's coming in here?
No, she's not coming in here because she will be hearing the normal sounds of Lenore having her lesson.
And meanwhile, we.
And meanwhile, we...
I'd rather lock on the door.
Lenore, where is your spirit of adventure? Where is your willingness to take risks for passion's sake? Where is your pluck?
All 3 of them are worried about Mrs. Stockton walking in here.
They wouldn't have to worry if you'd been more observant.
What's to observe?
Well, if you'd had your eyes open, you would have noticed that Mrs. Stockton went right back to the kitchen after she let us in.
So,
So, my dear girl, didn't you notice that the kitchen floor was a sea of dirty water?
so,
So, apparently the trap of the sink drain had obviously just given way.
And meanwhile, we.
And so, we have a very distracted and preoccupied Mrs. Stockton, who will not give us one thought until she's had time to clean up the mess in the kitchen. And meanwhile, we...
And meanwhile, we.
It sounds so much better when you say it. The drain has burst, and so has my heart with love. The floor is flooded, and so is my brain with thoughts of you. I pray you not suggest that off we trudge, my dear. We need not budge, my dear, with a trap full of sludge, my dear. The floor is green, but so is the willow letting down its hair. The walls are scattered like scattered dreams that we alone can share. All the fury of stick
coming here.
Clifford, you're going to a lot call for nothing. Mr. Stockton may very well choose not to see you.
With the performance I'm going to give, he will be able to keep his eyes off me. What's this?
Looks like someone's already giving a performance in here.
Jenny, look at that fellow. I believe he's about to make an advance on that girl.
Looks like she's not going to object either.
Jenny, in the front parlor?
They obviously don't know about the front parlor.
That front parlor is to be used only on Sunday afternoons after church. And then only with very proper behavior. Jenny, I would not describe this behavior as proper.
You're one to talk about proper behavior.
Maybe it's the music that has drunk their minds to this state of laxness.
Perhaps we can help by taking out the cylinder.
It's a tape recorder, Jenny.
I don't like the music anyway. Take out the cylinder.
It's a cassette.
Put it back on the table, Clifford. It doesn't belong to you.
I suppose you want me to put back the car keys, put back the doorknob, put back the toilet
Yes,
handle.
I do.
Well, you'll have to catch me first.
When did I ever have to catch you? I stopped playing.
Oh, no, you haven't, my little tiger. You've only begun.
Petrie, it's the tape.
I'll be back in a millisecond, my love. I'll turn the tape over. Lenore, what did you do with the tape?
What did I do with the tape?
Yes, you're the only other person in the room.
I think I can account for my whereabouts since the music stopped. I think I was sitting here being mauled by you.
Yes, now I remember. Most fondly. Well, if neither of us has the cassette, where did it go?
Do you ever get the feeling that maybe it just wasn't meant to be?
True love, my precious, is entitled to a snag or two.
Well, if you're not willing to go back to clean Philhar Marshfield, we may have hit a third.
Lenore, are you trying to say that you are no longer willing to strive with me to fulfill this covenant with Bacchanal?
Well, I don't ask for much, but a lock on the door is one of them.
Well, perhaps your rhapsodic playing has led me to overestimate your capacity for romance.
And perhaps my respect for you as a teacher has allowed you to teach me more than I ever wanted to know.
We'll take this up at our next lesson, Miss Burke.
At the camp, Professor Compost. I enjoy hearing you play. You've done wonders with me.
Owen, aren't you ever coming to bed? It's 3 o'clock.
I didn't finish fixing the drain till 2.
I did get hold of a plumber in New Hampshire, you know.
I just thought you might want to use the sink before a week from Thursday.
So you finished. So come to bed or you'll be grouchy all day tomorrow.
I'll be up. I'm just getting ready for tomorrow, which is going to be a snorkel day no matter what. There she is, clean as a whistle. Lake trout, here we come. Better check the minutes. Whoa! attention.
You mean like vaudeville or burlesque? That kind of production. We'll need props.
Have I got props? There. Props and costume. Okay. Take it.
What do I
Introduce me and make it big.
Presenting for your entertainment pleasure in an evening of unspeakable horror, his gruesomeness, the king of monster mimicry, fresh from his triumphal tour of Boston and Default. And here is the unbearable Hoover. How about that for a spine-tingling rendition of Jack the Ripper?
Frankenstein.
But it's only the beginning, folks. Only the start of our harrowing trip through our hall of horrors. So let's move right on to our second horrendous apparition, Frankenstein!
I just did that.
Sorry. Moving on to our second horrendous apparition, Snatch a Luke.
Count Dracula.
Count Dracula! Why did you bite his neck?
You said no violence.
Yes, but I think this guy's already dead.
Are you sure you don't mean me?
Well, you better get him on this one. There's only one pad left.
Don't you worry about this one. It's got everything.
Okay. And now, for our petrifying, agonizing finale, the unbearable Clifford will make your flesh crawl with his celebrated impression of the Wicked Witch of the West. Clifford, I guess I didn't add enough production.
No, you didn't. You were no help at all.
Well, then, let's just go back up to the attic.
No, you go back to the attic. I still have one more impression that may just save the show after all.
You don't want me to introduce you?
No. This is my solo spot.
All right. See you in the attic.
dropped my slippers.
Look at this. An iron without a cord to trip over. Of course, you have to heat it on the stove. And a scale. With. Now that is just as accurate now as it was 100 years ago. And a framed homemade that day. Why do I feel homesick for those days? I wasn't even born until 70 years later. Why do I have this longing to return to a time I never knew? Oh yes, I'll bet that's it. There must have been a simpler time many years ago. A quieter and calmer time. There had to be, I know, a time of simple courtesy, fidelity, respect. A time when there was time to reflect. I'm well aware that such a thought is easily dismissed. That such a time and such a place couldn't possibly exist. But oh, it wasn't so. The moment comes when I'm convinced there must have been a simpler time. A gentle time. It's time to taste and feel. A far more fundamental time when life was far more real. A time of unlocked doors, smiling faces, helping hands. When without explaining, everyone understands. Oh, I'm happy with the present time. I've come a long way. I have a job, a husband, a bank account, future, insurance, and an IRA. But the moment comes when it's all too much. Within myself, I'm losing touch, just going through the motions in pantomime. And he said, I need to know there was in me once Mrs. Stockton. I mean, Susan. We don't usually find you up here. I came up originally looking for a wire scrub brush for under the sink, but I got kind of involved in these old things.
I do the same thing myself.
I hope you don't mind. I mean, they are your things.
I'm glad somebody else appreciates them. Anyhow, we're just in time for the wake.
Wait. Isn't it a little late for that in your case?
Clifford gave a performance last night, and it died.
Oh, I see. Anyone I know in the audience?
None other.
Owen can be a hard person to reach.
Well, stark terror doesn't work, I can tell you that.
I told Clifford that Owen might simply choose not to see him.
He chose all right. And missed a great performance.
Owen chooses not to see a lot of things, like minorities. He's not prejudiced against them, he just doesn't see them.
Has he always been this way?
He's not always this way now. A black family moved into our apartment building in the city. Owen got to know them. Now blacks exist.
So what you're saying is that he's got to get to know a spirit.
Well, it isn't going to be this spirit. He's had his chance.
Jenny, I think there's a way to do this. If you're willing to help out a little.
Willing? I wouldn't miss it.
Ah, here's the wire brush. May I borrow it?
Go right ahead. Been under the sink before.
I'll have to wait till the time is right. Then I'll be calling on you, Jenny.
Anytime.
See you two later. Cheer up, Clifford. I bombed out a few times myself with that guy.
Well, you heard her. Cheer up.
All that work. All those preparations.
It's not worth agonizing over.
I was at the top of my form.
I thought you were great, but I'm not the one you were trying to impress.
It just goes to show you, Jenny, that the world is not fair.
When did you first hit upon this startling revelation?
Well, I thought when we came back for 30 years, we'd at least be given a fair shake.
I don't recall the shake we had originally being all that fair.
I mean, Jenny, it makes you feel like,
Like what?
what's the use? There's not a chance for a ghost. You're a second-class citizen at most. You're not one of the group. You're not one of the bunch or invited out to lunch as a ghost. Discrimination, that's what I said. You're hit with bias just because you're dead. And no one understands why you have such clammy hands. You're a specimen that's diagnosed. And boy, it makes no difference what you do.
You can smile a lot and be helpful too.
People go right on looking right through you. There's not a chance. There's not a chance. There's not a chance. For a ghost. For
There's nothing like a nice, lazy Sunday at home. Did you enjoy the brunch as much as I did?
Yes, dear.
I thought the omelet was kind of special, made with fresh chopped vegetables from our garden.
Yes, dear.
It feels like early fall to me. The maple has started turning red.
Yes, dear.
I thought this morning there should be
cost figures in the new school. Why don't you read the paper? It's written in the den, dear.
Read the paper? All right, I'll read the paper. I'll immerse myself in the paper.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Of all the cities nowadays, Eastport is the easternmost.
Yes, dear.
26 summer camps, each on a lake, lie within 30 miles of here.
Yes, dear.
Fishing boats bringing in haddock and things, and looking fish they grow a local deer.
Yes, dear.
Nathaniel Hawthorne as a boy lived here years ago. So did T.B. White, who many enjoyed, and Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Yes, dear.
There's so much here to absorb and be part of, a clean new land we're right in the heart of. If we meddle, it would be the start of something of a fight here.
You're absolutely right, dear.
What's harder in your life is, let's go down to a ball.
Right, dear.
But why did we choose to settle here? If we just can't wait to change it all.
Dear, how many times do I have to tell you? We are not changing everything. We are simply putting in a few improvements. You are not Susan. Now, would you mind telling me just who you are?
That may take some time.
Well, then, take your time, by all means.
I'm Jenny.
You're Jenny. Well, that clears up everything. Now, Jenny, who are you and what are you doing at my house, reading my paper?
I think you better ask your wife.
I think I better just do that. Susan! Susan, would you get in here?
Please?
Please?
Owen, what's the matter?
Susan, who is this woman? Now, where'd she go? Susan, a woman was just in here, reading the paper, talking to me.
Was she wearing granny glasses?
Yes. Who is she?
That's Jenny.
I know her name.
I see you two have gotten acquainted.
I would like to be acquainted with more than her name.
Well, you remember the spirits I've been talking about in the house?
Stop changing the subject. I want to know about Jenny now.
I'm telling you about Jenny. Now.
Then why talk about your stupid spirits?
She is not stupid, but she is a spirit.
Oh, come on. Are you trying to tell me?
I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm telling you. That's what Jenny is.
Susan, why are you keeping this from me?
It's a fact, Owen. She's a spirit.
Susan, I'm asking you to tell me what's going on here.
I am telling you.
Susan, are you having some sort of unorthodox relationship with this woman?
I'd say our relationship was very unorthodox.
You, Susan? You? Are you telling me it makes for strange bedfellows?
Could you put that another way, Owen?
Did you have to wait until we bought the house at Alley?
Certainly.
It would have been so much simpler with just an apartment to dispose of.
I point out a spirit in the house, and you're disposing of our apartment.
Susan, I wish she were a spirit. You don't know how much I wish she were a spirit. It would be so wonderful if she were a spirit.
She is a spirit, and it is wonderful.
I want to believe you, Susan.
You don't have to believe me. Ask Jenny.
All right, I will. Get her in here.
She's standing right next to you.
That's what you say, Susan.
No, Owen, that's not what I say. That's what I say.
That wasn't you, was it?
No, it wasn't.
How many summer camps are there in our area?
26.
All right. All right, Jenny. It seems I'm not able to see you.
That's because you prefer not to believe that I exist.
When I saw you before,
You thought I was Susan. You prefer to believe she exists. He better.
you've got one thing wrong. You have no idea how much I prefer to believe you're a spirit.
Oh, yes, our unorthodox relationship.
Listen, I feel bad enough about this without you smiling about it, Jenny.
Oh, was I smiling?
You certainly were. I seem to be seeing you smiling, Jenny.
And I seem to have moved up on your list of players.
Listen, you two, why don't I mosey on out into the kitchen and bring back a bottle of something? We can fill 3 glasses and you two can fill me in on all of this.
Good. And you can meet Clifford.
Who's Clifford?
Jenny's husband. He's a spirit, too.
Fine. Fine. Bring the whole family.
No, there's just Clifford.
Oh, Jenny, by the way, sometimes I overreact a bit. That business about you and Susan, there was nothing personal in it.
Nothing personal at all. Yes, dear.
Hello! Is there anyone in casa? We came to say hasta la vista.
Think they already left?
Most certainly have not left yet.
How do you know?
Hours of observation again, my dear. If you've been more observant when we entered, you will have noticed one suitcase by the door.
One suitcase by the door?
One plaid zippered suitcase.
How about 2 pieces of plaid zippered luggage?
Powers of observation not easily come by, my dear. It was a single suitcase.
Ha, I'm afraid that's an antique. Take a look. 2 bags.
2 suitcases, my dear. You must learn to count when we return to the city. I see 3.
You said 1.
I was merely referring to style. 3 suitcases in one style.
You didn't mention
style.
Why implied style? Why else would I say one when there are three suitcases?
Three is your final figure?
My final, ultimate, and irrefutable figure.
Ta-da!
There, see? And here you are trying to tell me there are suitcases by the door.
Oh, hello. Didn't know you were here.
We came to bid you and yours up on the farewell.
Heading back to the city, huh?
Classes start Wednesday and stringent.
Would you like some scotch and water before you go?
As the designated driver, I must alas refuse. But should you feel called upon for something, doggy bag?
Hi, you look like you're on your way.
But we're getting an early start.
I can't believe it's Labor Day already. We've had so many emergencies, we didn't notice the weeks rushing by.
Well, one thing did come out of the summer, and we'd like you to know.
Miss Burke and I have decided to extend our teacher-pupil relationship into the treacherous shoals of matrimony.
You're getting married, how about that?
Congratulations. When's the happy day?
It's going to be in December, just before Christmas, and we'd like you both to come.
We'd be delighted to come.
And then we'll have a whole Christmas holiday for our honeymoon.
Sounds extremely well planned to me.
And with kind, loving, generous friends like you so close to us, I was wondering if, well, and I hope you won't think I'm imposing when I say this, but we were wondering if we might spend our honeymoon.
Oh. We'd be honored if you could use our place.
Owen, I am not coming up here in December to clean this house.
Oh, we'll do that all ourselves.
Ourselves?
Ourselves.
Say myself, Lenore. Myself. Try it.
Myself.
Right. Myself. No sense starting off with false hope.
We shall toast the Stocktons from one day to the next.
And please, be careful about keeping the doors locked.
You can count on it.
We must be running along now.
Here's our number in the city.
Oh, I'll need that. Dimitri says I'm not very good with numbers.
Give me a call. Maybe we can work out a way for Dimitri to see you.
See, Lenore?
In a new life, you know, as Mrs. Dimitri Compost.
I can think of no other sight more delightful to the eye.
Have a nice trip.
See you in the city.
Farewell, clean air. Farewell, clean water.
Farewell, clean Phil.
Well, here we all are. I've been dreading this moment. It's much harder to say goodbye even than I thought.
There. You'll be back Columbus Day weekend.
That's only 6 weeks away. We'll still have Swiss chard and Brussels sprouts fresh from the garden.
It's just not going to be the same going back.
You'll be just fine.
Thanks for your help with the pool, Clifford.
Clifford is advising you on the pool now?
He says, for the same money we'd spend on the pool, we could buy our own piece of lakefront with our very own beach just down the road. It's a wicked good idea.
Wicked good?
And Clifford, I very much appreciate your idea of camp this security system. You saved me a bundle.
Security system?
Yes, I thought we should have a silent alarm with the police in case there were any break-ins during our absence.
And Clifford showed him that we could make enough trouble to discourage an army of intruders.
I tell you, there's no substitute for having flesh and blood people looking after your place.
Would you mind putting that another way?
Well, we'll see you Columbus Day weekend.
And you can depend on finding the house just as is when you return.
Its care will be our prime concern.
So you can plan to spend your lifetime here.
There they go.
And the place is all ours for 6 weeks.
You know what?
What?
I think we should make a change in it.
What?
Big change? Just a nice change.
Shall we do the honors?
Let's. Now,
Finally.